Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live stream of Texas 4000 for Cancer 2020 Team Summer Ride. You've got Shelby and Scott here this morning from the Texas 4000 staff to kick things off with ride dedications. Shelby, you want to say a few words for a moment?
Yeah, thanks to everyone who tuned in with us this morning. We're excited to get our second day of virtual riding going. I think we have our Rockies route who will be joining us shortly. If you have some ride dedications that you'd like to share with us and the team, go ahead and drop those into the comments and we will be sure to get those shared so we can ride for the people in your life. I would like to kick off this morning giving my own ride dedication. I would like to ride for my Aunt Judy. She is 2 years cancer-free as of last week, so always riding for her and thinking of her.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Shelby. I want to do the same. I'd like to share my ride dedication. I'd like to ride for my grandfather, Bob, who passed away from leukemia, and my Uncle Chris, who also we lost to lung cancer both influential in my life and that I miss dearly. And that is one of the reasons why I continue to fight against cancer. I know it touches so many lives. And so I'll ride for them today. And if you will, share your ride dedications live here on Facebook in the messages. We're also going to show a short video to show how ride dedications can be made. They can also be made on our website at any time by going to texas4000.org and submitting them there. And we'll be sure to read them during the live broadcast each day.
Texas 4000 is the largest annual charity bike ride that takes place every summer from Austin to Anchorage, Alaska, with the purpose of spreading our mission of hope, knowledge, and charity in the fight against cancer. A ride dedication is a way that we start a lot of our meetings or a lot of our rides. This is when we dedicate a ride or a part of our ride to somebody who has been in some way affected by cancer.
A ride dedication is motivation to me because when I'm going up a steep hill or it's been a really long ride, the ride dedications that I hear from my teammates and myself are the reasons that I keep riding.
Due to the current circumstances surrounding COVID-19, it's no longer safe for us to do our typical bicycle ride from Austin, Texas to Anchorage, Alaska. So instead, we've decided to do things virtually this summer.
So we will be having our cycling events virtually. We will be engaging with our community virtually.
A virtual ride dedication works largely the same way as a normal ride dedication. Before every meeting or before every virtual ride, you would say, I ride for this person. And if you want to, you can go into a little bit more detail about how that person touched your life.
You can submit your ride dedications via 3 different platforms. You can submit a ride dedication via the Texas 4000 webpage. You can join our Facebook live stream, or you can join our Zoom calls.
The virtual ride will be going on from May 29th to June 26th, and ride dads will be held before host interactions in the afternoon and at 7:30 to 8 a.m. Central Time every morning.
Thank you so much for participating.
Join us at texas4000.org. Together we can make a difference.
Good morning and welcome back to our live broadcast at Texas 4000 for Cancer. I want to thank everybody again for joining us here on our live stream for ride dedications this morning. Certainly make your ride dedications live on Facebook in the comment section. We'll read them off. We'll be having team members from the 2020 team joining us shortly here on air. So we'll start off. I think we have a ride dedication coming in on Facebook. Shelby?
Yeah, it looks like we got one from Sarah. Sarah would like to ride for Becky. And we are also riding for Becky and sharing that and our thoughts as our riders take off today and as we move forward with our virtual ride. We have another one coming through for Sharon, riding for Annette and Andy. So riding for both of them today as well, both cancer survivors. We love to hear those positive stories as well.
We'll definitely continue to ride for Becky and for Annette and Andy. Cancer touches so many lives. Breast cancer especially is one that touches so many lives, and the lives of people on our team, their family members and friends as well. So we continue to ride for Becky and Annette and Andy as well. Please send in your ride dedications on Facebook in the live stream. We will read them live on air. Also, you can submit the ride dedications on our website at texas4000.org. We'll be happy to read those, and the team will be continuing to ride for everyone that we get ride dedications for each day as they continue the virtual ride this summer through June 26th. Team started off yesterday with the Sierra route, making ride dedications for their friends and family members. We had Malika on yesterday, who actually had family members from the other side of the world who were on very late their evening time, early morning ours, to make ride dedications for their family members. And I think that's one of the great things about what the team's done is by going virtual, being able to involve so many people from across the world in the mission of Texas 4000 and allow our riders to continue to ride for so many people. And Shelby, I know you've heard so many stories from the riders about who they ride for. Is there anything particular you'd like to share about one of their ride dedications? Because we make them with every meeting that we do with them and every one of our meetings as staff and board. Is there any kind of ride dedication memory you'd like to share?
I think one of the most incredible things that I've witnessed in the riders that share their ride dedications with us is just when they ride for people that they've met on the streets, that they met while panhandling or at events, people who they just know such a short bit of their story, and that's who they choose to ride for that day. And it just goes to show how impactful stories of, people struggling with cancer can be, and that these riders take that into our meetings, our rides, and all of that. And so just ensuring that the mission of Texas 4000 is being spread beyond the people that we know, but spread to the people that we meet and the people that we even just have really brief encounters with, and getting to make sure that those people are also being acknowledged and we are riding for them, and we continue to have hope for those people as well.
I know, I completely agree with that. And we were talking yesterday with the Sierra Route Riders just about the fact that they get out on the street corners in Austin for one of our traditions, which is panhandling. And, they meet so many different people as they do that every day on the weekend, on Saturdays, I should say, not every day, but through the hours on Saturdays, panhandling and meeting strangers on a street corner for a short span of a light changing, and how people not only open up their wallets to make donations to the riders in the fight against cancer, but to also open up their heart and let them know who in their lives has been touched, who might be battling cancer right now and how it's affecting them and their family. Let them know who maybe they have lost to cancer, who they would like us to ride in memory of those folks, and to help prevent that from happening to another family. I will say from my own work in nonprofit Beyond Texas 4000, I worked with Make-A-Wish, and a large portion of the children that are referred to that organization have cancer. So I've seen a lot of families, a lot of children touched by cancer. And, I continue again also to ride for them and those families who have to deal with this, little brothers, little sisters, moms and dads and grandparents. As we know, cancer affects everyone, not just the person who's diagnosed, but everyone within that family as they figure a way through the path that cancer cuts into their lives. And, so that's just so important for us to continue to ride for them. Again, we implore people to make ride dedications on the Facebook Live. If you'll just type that in the comments, we'll see that here and be able to pull those up on screen and ride for those in your life that have been touched by cancer. Or again, you can go to texas4000.org and make that ride dedication. And we'll be sure to have riders reading those off each day as we get more ride dedications in. We've got the Rockies team coming up today for cycling in the next hour at 8 o'clock, that route of the 3 routes. So Shelby, if you want to say a few words about just where the Rockies route travels across the country as we wait for more ride dedications to come in.
Yeah, I think that one of our Rockies route is kind of more of our central route that goes kind of up through the middle of the United States. I know one of the big cities that everyone on the route is always excited to hit is Denver. There's a lot of supporters there, and there's a lot of people there who just really love Texas 4000 and really love our mission and supporting our riders through that city and through Colorado. Yeah,
that definitely is a great route for them to travel. I know they get out of normally when we're doing a physical ride, get out of the heat of Texas and move into the mountains where it's cooler as they progress across North America towards Alaska. This year, everyone's doing it indoors with the virtual cycling, although I've heard over the last few days, it's important to get that ceiling fan going. If you're indoors, keep the towel and the water bottle nearby as well. You're still going to sweat a lot, even though you're cycling indoors. And we still have people who are cycling outdoors as well, safe cycling, following protocols for their communities, and also sharing messages to us with our hashtags Ride with T4K and T4K Rides On. I see we have another ride dedication if you want to read that one off, Shelby.
Yeah, we have one from Bill, and we are riding for Tim today. And thank you for sharing his story. We are excited to get to ride for the people in your lives. So keep sending in those ride dedications. But thank you, Bill, for sharing. And today we will definitely be riding for Tim.
Yeah, Bill, thank you for the ride dedication. We'll all continue at Texas 4000 to ride for Tim and for all those that we know as colleagues at our jobs and in our workplaces across the country. We know so many people have colleagues whose lives get touched by cancer and then their families as well. And just what it means when someone that you know close to you is faced with a cancer battle and how that changes their lives and the lives of their family. So we'll continue to ride for Tim and all those being affected by cancer. And it looks like we have a writer joining us now. I'm going to bring Andrea into the conversation with us. Good morning,
Hello,
Andrea.
good morning.
How are
Good
you
morning.
doing this morning?
I'm well. It's a beautiful day outside. It feels pretty cool out here, which is really nice.
Awesome. Well, we're doing ride dedications right now, and I'd love for you to be able to make some ride dedications. And again, remind people they can make their ride dedications live on Facebook or on our website at texas4000.org.
Yeah, of course. Ride dedications are one of my favorite parts about Texas 4000, just getting to hear my teammates, why they ride, and also just anybody who ever interacts with the org. So today I'm riding for my good friend Bethany, whose father was diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer just 2 months ago. And they're still seeking treatment and figuring out the best plan for him, especially in the coronavirus. That's really difficult. So today I'm riding for her dad, and their family. I'm also riding for my friend Jackson's mom, Laura Stovall, who passed away about 3 years ago from cancer as well. So.
Well, thanks for sharing this. It looks like we've got another ride dedication, Shelby.
Yeah, we have another one from Natalie. So we are riding for Delia and her family today. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, and love to have Andrea on to hear that and keep that in her thoughts and as she's riding today, so we can continue to ride for the people in your family.
So Andrea, I wonder if there's any stories from panhandling or folks during your training rides. I know you meet people as you ride around Austin as well. Every time you're out in the jerseys, the Texas 4000 jerseys that say fighting cancer every mile, people always come up to you. So are there any stories of people that you're riding for from training and panhandling?
Yeah, there's actually almost a countless number of people who I've met through panhandling, and it's really so wonderful whenever you go up to a car and you ask, who can I ride for? And that person actually says, me, because I'm a cancer survivor. It's just like an incredible experience just to talk to somebody, even if it's just for a brief moment, who's actually going through cancer treatment at that moment or has already survived it. I have a whole list in the house of people. But yeah, it just was such a great experience because people were always just so encouraging. They would honk at us at the stoplights and just like shout encouragement through the windows. It was all, panhandling is like such a unique part of Texas 4000, I think, because you get to interact with people you normally wouldn't have, and people who maybe would never have heard about our mission otherwise. So I always really loved panhandling.
Yeah, those are great experiences. I love how you and your teammates always share those on Monday night team meetings, that the people that you've met the previous weekend or the previous week since the last meeting, usually on your training rides, or if it's a panhandling weekend where you're out in the community, just so many amazing stories from people. Well, Shelby, I think we are approaching the last few minutes here of Ride Dedication broadcasts. Is there any question for Andrea before we go on to the next segment of the cycling with all of the Rockies riders?
Yeah, I just wanted to know, are you riding indoors or outdoors today, Andrea?
Today I'll be riding outdoors. I'm in Austin, so I'm super excited to get to bike one of the trails that I'm familiar with that we always biked during our training year.
Yeah, and which route is that?
I'm going to be doing Shoal Creek, which was, I think, like sort of a team favorite, just because we would try and bike it as fast as we possibly could, our Shoal lap. So
Awesome. Well, if anybody's in Austin and is going to be near there, make sure you give Andrea a shout out as you go by her. She'll be riding. We'll have a few other riders riding with her that we will have join us shortly for their morning ride.
Absolutely.
And it looks like we got another ride dedication coming in. So we would like to ride for Izzy. Thank you, Tanya, for sharing that with us and sharing this wonderful story. We will definitely be riding for her today. We had another ride dedication come in from Carrie. So today we'll be riding for Glenn, Carrie's father. So thank you for sharing that with us, Carrie. Carrie is part of our board and just a wonderful part of the Texas 4000 family.
And I see we have a ride dedication from Heather, riding for Jim, who passed away 3 years ago. Heather, thanks for sending in your ride dedication. She's and her husband, Jim, longtime supporters of Texas 4000. And Heather, we all ride for Jim, miss him dearly, and we ride for you and your children. Thanks so much for sending in a ride dedication today. All right, well, we are going to get prepared for cycling, which is going to start at the top of the hour at 8 o'clock for a full hour. So please come back, continue to make ride dedications. We will even make them during the cycling broadcast, continue that on. You can make them on the live stream here. We're just going to go to some messaging for a little bit, and then we'll be back with the Rockies Route riders to kick things off. Hopefully you've got your water bottles full, your towel out, and your trainer nearby for the broadcast to join them cycling. See you soon.
All right, we are back this morning. We are ready to kick off day 2 of our virtual riding. We have our Rockies route joining us today. The first person I'm going to bring in is Madison. She is about to get started on an outdoor ride, so we want to hear a little bit from her, who she's riding for today before we send her on her way.
Yeah, I'm out here, Fort Worth Trinity Trails. That's going to be my place to bike around this month. And I mean, continually, I'm riding for my mom every time I go. But just like currently, just like hope and justice, those are good, especially in times like these. So I'm just keeping that on my mind as I go out today.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us, Madison. And if anybody's in the Fort Worth area and is on that trail, we want to look out for her. She'll be biking. Sounds like that's where she'll be all month. So we're excited for you to get to hit that trail. And I hope you have a really fun and safe ride today.
Thank you so much, Shelby.
All right. Enjoy your ride, Madison. We also have a few of our Rockies riders who will be joining in our live stream today. We have Alex, Donna, and Mary Grace, who we're going to bring in right now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hope everyone's doing well this morning.
Good morning.
To get our virtual ride going. Before we get started, we want to hear a little bit from y'all about why you joined T4K and who you're riding for today. So if Alex, you want to kick us off?
Hi, my name is Alex. Today I want to ride for my teammates and just everyone that's inspired me on the way.
Awesome, thanks. Donna, do you want to share with us this morning?
Yes, hello, I'm Donna. Today I'm riding for one of my housemates, Abby. He beat throat cancer as a teenager and swam the English Channel last year. So he's just been a big source of inspiration for me through all of T4K. So I'm thinking about him today.
Thanks, Donna. We are all thinking about and writing for him today as well. And lastly, we have Mary Grace.
Hi guys, can you hear me? Just making sure.
We can.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna ride today for my coworker, Maddie. She passed away about a month ago from colon cancer, and I've just been really thinking about her. I usually work seasonal during the summer, and it's my first summer I don't get to see her, so riding for Maddie.
Thank you all so much for sharing your stories and who you're riding for today. We will all be thinking about them and riding for them as we get started. So we also have some other riders from the Rockies route who are on their trainers and getting started. So we can see over here we have Devika and Katie who are also riding with us today. We are excited for this Rockies ride to get going. So thank you all so much for joining us, and we're going to get started with our virtual ride.
Waiting, lurking again. Ojos obsidiana, porcelana la piel. Searching, hunting again. Sola por las calles hasta el amanecer. Entre las sombras te vuelvo a encontrar. Lost in the moonlight, there is no turning back. hunting again. Sola por las calles hasta el amanecer. Entre las sombras te vuelvo a encontrar. Lost in the moonlight, there is no turning back.
Are we unmuted?
Yeah, we were.
Huh? Good morning. How are you guys?
Hello. I'm great. I love starting my morning off on a bicycle. How are you?
Good. My house dropped all internet as soon as we started this, so I was a little frazzled for a little bit, but
Oh,
good.
man.
What's the best being all online?
Hi, Amy.
I need somebody like. Is you really down to ride for a fella? Is you really down to ride? Yeah, know it's been a little while since we met up, but something changed my mind. Yeah, maybe it's the dreams got me tripping. Maybe got a little buzz. Took a little time just to figure out that ain't what it was. Oh, yeah, yeah. You got me feeling it, oh, yeah, yeah. Don't know what else to say, oh, yeah, yeah. Just say you feel it too. And girl, I'm on my way. Oh, girl, I need somebody like you. Oh, girl, I need somebody like you. I don't know this ain't what I'm coming through. 'Cause girl, I need somebody like you. You got a lot of brain and I'm digging it, and you got a lot of class. Hey, girl, you gotta let me in if you're feeling it. Yeah, you gotta let me. Woo! Hey, we gotta catch up. How you living now? How'd I leave you in the past? Say the word, I'll be there in a minute. I'll be flying first class. Oh, yeah, yeah. You got me feeling it, oh, yeah, yeah. Don't know what else to say, oh, yeah, yeah. Just say you feel it too. And girl, I'm on my way. Oh, girl, I need somebody like you. Oh, girl, I need somebody like you. I don't know this ain't what I'm coming through. 'Cause girl, I need somebody like.
All right. Good morning. How are y'all feeling?
Nice and warm.
A little sweaty.
Well, we have a few of your other riders with us as well on Zoom. We're going to take a pop over and see how they're doing as well. Looks like we've got Katie, Paige, and Devika over there also riding with us. And then if you tuned in earlier, we also have Andrea who's riding. So we have a wonderful group of Rockies ladies who are virtually riding with us today and riding for Texas 4000. So we're excited to have all of y'all here. I don't know if those of y'all who are on could see in the comments that we have definitely some Rockies supporters out there. So, Donna, what intrigued you about the Rockies route?
I'm a big nature lover, so definitely national parks. And my brother lives in Denver, so I was wanting to see him. And then Brent's Place was something that I learned about when I first joined P4K, and I was really excited to view and for that place.
Awesome. And what about you, Mary Grace? What was intriguing about the Rockies route for you?
Dallas is my hometown, and I really wanted to be able to ride through and see all my friends and family supporting me through this whole thing. And also, my best friend lives in Colorado, and so I wanted to she encouraged me to bike every single day. She was my roommate this past year, so I just really wanted to be able to ride through and just discover what I've been working on all year.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And Alex, what about you?
I think for me, it was a combination of both the communities we were going to get to visit and just nature. I love being out in nature and going through the mountains. That really intrigued me.
Definitely a beautiful and scenic route. I am going to throw up some more of the comments that we have coming in. Feel free to give shout outs to anybody who is watching or anybody that you in your life just want to acknowledge as you're on this ride today. So I'm going to do those and y'all enjoy your ride.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm trying to walk slow. It's all about the fights wore my heart down. We can't go back to what we were. You brought me good and bad, but is your love worth all that? It's making me feel mad. You're all that I have. Every time I take one step forward, I take two back with you. Every time I take one step forward, I take two back with you, you. Every time I take one, every time I take one. Every time I take one, every time I take one. I'm trying to walk slow. We move so fast, it's all a blur. The fights wore my heart down. We can't go back to what we were. You brought me good and bad, but is your love worth all that? It's making me feel mad. You're all that I have. Every time I take one step forward, I take two back with you. Every time I take one step forward, I take two back with you, you. Every time I take one, every time I take one. Every time I take one, every time I take one. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. With you. Oh, oh, oh. With you, I'm trying to walk slow. We move so fast, it's all a blur. The fights wore my heart down. We can't go back to what we were. You brought me good and bad, but is your love worth all that? It's making me feel mad. You're all that I have. Every time I take one step forward, I take two back with you. Every time I take one step forward, I take two back with you, you. Every time I take one, every time I take one. Every time I take one, every time I take one.
All right, and just coming to check back in with y'all. You are over halfway done with your ride this morning. How's everyone feeling?
Great.
Pretty good.
Awesome. Well, we just wanted to hear a little bit from y'all and share with the people who are tuned in with us why you joined Texas 4000 and what it has done for you over the past 16 to 17 months. Donna, do you want to start us off?
Yeah. So I heard about Texas 4000 through one of my friends from high school. And yeah, I just thought it was like the craziest thing. At first I was like, no way. But then fell in love with the organization and the people. I think my teammates are some of the most inspiring people I've ever met. And I ride for them always. Just hearing everyone's stories always gets me through hard rides. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. How about we go over to Mary Grace? All right, looks like we're having some connection issues with Mary Grace. So Alex, do you want to share with us why you joined T4K?
Yeah. Well, I learned about T4K just through tabling on campus. Sorry, I'm climbing a virtual hill. I just thought it was a really amazing way to give back to the community and to help other people. So that's why I applied. I think I've just learned so much from my teammates. It's really an amazing organization.
Thanks for sharing. We'll let you get back to that hill that you're on. Mary Grace, do you want to share with us?
I'm so sorry if y'all are talking to me. I cannot hear anybody.
No problem. Well, we can hear you, but we will switch back over to Donna. What has been your favorite experience that you've had with Texas 4000?
I've had a lot of very great experiences. Something that I don't think I'll ever forget is the aid station at the marathon. Every year T4K has like a water station set up along the course. And I just remember running in and just like being splashed with Noon and hugging every person that I could. And it was just like such a hype experience and exactly what I needed during that race. And it just shows how supportive our teammates are.
That's awesome. I'm glad you got to participate in that. What about you, Alex? What's been your favorite T4K experience?
I don't think I can pick a favorite, but I think some of them, mainly the volunteering, just because that's how I really got to know my teammates. I remember one of the first times Donna and I met, it was at the Evelyn Triathlon, and some of us had come the day before and were camping overnight, and she was actually doing the triathlon. She's an amazing athlete. And she came over to our campfire and we all kind of talked for a while. It's just a really cool experience.
That's awesome. Love to hear the stories of everything coming full circle is when y'all first met to now we're all virtually riding together, and just goes to show the kind of experiences and relationships that Texas 4000 can bring you. We have our other virtual riders over there as well that we're checking in on. They look like they're doing great and pedaling hard as well. And if you tuned in with us earlier this morning, we also chatted with Andrea, who is out on her ride in Austin, and Madison, who's outside on her ride in Fort Worth. So we have a whole awesome group of ladies who are riding and representing the Rockies route today. If you have any questions for our riders, send them in the comments and we will pop them up on the screen so they can see those and reply to you. And riders, if you have any shout outs that y'all want to give to people watching or to anybody who's just really helped your T4K experience, feel free to give those as well as y'all are riding, chat with each other as you're going. I am going to let y'all get back to it and we will check in again shortly. Y'all have about 20 minutes left of your virtual ride this morning.
Thanks, Shelby.
Thank you.
Alex.
Yeah.
Wind or hills?
Ooh.
What's
like which
worse?
one is worse? I have to go wind. You can get over a hill, but the wind just doesn't stop.
Yeah, I think the wind is like much more mental.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you're leading.
Yes. I think I have like a new experience with the power of the wind ever since I was biking.
I'd never considered how much wind can impact biking until I
yeah.
Okay.
Hills, heck yeah, Paige. Always feel so accomplished after conquering a hill. Yes, travel chairs are awesome. They basically plan our entire route and reach out to all the hosts along the way. They're definitely essential.
We are kids and we are far. All these things I remember, cause we are stay there forever.
Definitely riding for John. Thank you. That's so awesome. They all rode out to Land Passes.
with me. Feel the rhythm. Baila esta noche. Can you feel the heat? Just let me work. Work. I'm here to work. Work. Just let me work. I'm here to work. I'm here to work. Work, 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 work. Just let me work. I'm here to work. I'm here to work. Work, 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 work. Work that body. Work that body. Waiting, lurking again. Ojos obsidiana, porcelana la piel. Searching, hunting again. Sola por las calles hasta el amanecer. Entre las sombras te vuelvo a encontrar. Los tengo por
Thank you.
the wisdom to me. Walking, plomo en los pies. Diosa del pecado, te arrepientes después. Searching, hunting again. Sola por las calles hasta el amanecer. Entre las sombras te vuelvo a encontrar. Los tengo moonlight. The wisdom to me.
All right, I wanted to come check back in with everyone, see how it's going. Looks like there's a lot of sweating and hard work going on.
Always.
Well, good to hear that y'all are having a good ride this morning. I thought it would be fun for y'all to share with some of the people listening how you have been involved with Texas 4000 aside from just being a rider and being on the Rockies route. I know there's a lot of leadership positions, and we'd love to hear a little bit more about the ones that y'all have participated in. So if Alex, you want to start us off in sharing that?
Yeah, I'm the Gears chair, or one of the Gears chairs, and Gears is our mental health committee. And so we try and prioritize the mental health of our riders and address needs that are kind of specific to doing the T4K program. I really love it. It's been a great experience, and I've learned a lot.
Awesome. Yeah, we love our Gears committee. They do a great job of just supporting everyone and sharing resources to help everyone just stay healthy mentally as everyone's staying healthy on the bike as well. Donna, do you want to share with us some of your leadership positions and experience since joining Texas 4000?
Yeah, for sure. I am the equipment and gear chair for Rockies. So I just make sure that the trailers and our bikes and everything's in good working order. And yeah, I think leadership on Texas 4000 is a really great way to develop your skills and work with your peers through different issues. So it's been a really positive experience.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us. I'm going to unmute Mary Grace and see if we can hear from her.
Hello, I can talk again. So I was one of the photographers this year for Rockies, but really the team in general, and I got to capture people's happiest and sometimes like hardest moments, and it's really been awesome, especially in light of recent events, to go back and look through all those and just kind of reflect on everything we've done through pictures.
Definitely a great part of our team as well, and everyone who's watching can be on the lookout. I'm sure we'll have some flashbacks from the 2020s team experience coming to our social media soon. So make sure you're following us and checking in on our different social media sites, as well as following on our website at texas4000.org. You can stay up to date on all the events that we're going to have going on and everything that our riders are going to be doing over this next month. You can also donate at texas4000.org, where you can help support our riders and help support the experiences that they've had, and donating to the awesome institutions and cancer fighting groups that they would have met along the way. So the next thing that I want to ask y'all is more of a fun question that we've had come up over the past few days, and I'm curious as to if any of you have named your bikes. Mary Grace, what is your bike's name?
Did you say Mary Grace?
I did.
Okay, so mine's not as like adorable and as significant as most people's, but my bike is named Eugene. My car is also like an older white model, and so his name is Stanley. So I like naming my vehicles like old men names. So my bike is Eugene.
That is a fun way to name your different modes of transportation. What about you, Alex? Does your bike have a name?
My bike actually does not have a name.
What kind of bike are you riding, Alex?
The Livavale SL.
Yeah, we have some awesome bikes from some of our awesome sponsors that we will show here shortly. We in Texas 4000 have a lot of really great support systems aside from you all who are watching and the people that we visit along the way, but our sponsors are a really big part of everybody getting to do this amazing ride each year and continuing to fight cancer. So Donna, finishing up with you, does your bike have a name?
I'm brainstorming a name right now.
Well, you all have been doing an amazing job. We are finishing up your hour of riding this morning. Who knew it could go by so quickly, or maybe not so quickly since you're the ones on the bike. But thank you all for being here with us and tuning in to watch these riders, as well as the other few that we had on Zoom who tuned in with us, as well as Andrea and Madison who were riding outdoors. We are so happy to have our Rockies route out here today, riding for everybody and continuing to fight the fight. I wanted to finish up and see, Alex, did you have anybody you wanted to give a shout out to?
I think today I want to give a shout out to my mom, just for always supporting me and everything I wanted to do, and really inspiring me to do this.
Awesome. What about you, Donna?
Yeah, it's just been so awesome to see all the comments coming in from alumni and hosts, and I'm just really grateful for that. And I'm glad that we can still support our mission.
Mary Grace, did you have anyone you want to shout out to as we're finishing up?
Yeah, I want to shout out Noah from 2019. She sent me the sweetest letter in the mail, and it was very encouraging and really what I needed to keep going through this virtual ride. So shout out Noah.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you to everyone who is tuned in, everyone who has helped us get to this point, our hosts, our alumni, our board, our supporters, our parents, and our riders, of course. Everyone that you see here pedaling away, they've been pedaling for the past hour and they have reached 9 o'clock and they have done their ride for the day. So congratulations to all of y'all, and we look forward to seeing you on again soon to ride with us. But until then, make sure you tune in to texas4000.org, where we will have updates coming through about what the riders will be doing over this next month. You can also donate there, and make sure you're following us on social media as well. We appreciate everybody who has tuned in with us this morning, shared their ride dedication, so please continue to do that with us. And we are going to let these riders cool off. They did awesome, and we are going to share with y'all a note from our sponsors.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shelby.
I'm bad at breaking up. Other people always made it look easy. If I didn't have to be in love, in a minute I would believe me. Cause I hate how much it hurts doing the right thing. I hate how much it hurts finding the ending. Cause I tried so hard to let you go, and I'm sorry I left you hanging. But without you I feel so alone. All the same, I can't keep waiting. So I don't wanna close the door, but I think I shouldn't see you anymore. I don't wanna close the door on you. Cause before, when I left it ajar, you and I took things way too far. Now I don't know what to do anymore but close the door. How do people do this? Forgetting they know somebody well, ignoring what they might miss. Are they better off? I can't tell. Cause I hate how much it hurts doing the right thing. I hate how much it hurts finding the ending. Cause I tried so hard to let you go, and I'm I'm sorry I left you hanging, but without you I feel so alone. All the same, I can't keep waiting. So I don't wanna close the door, but I think I shouldn't see you anymore. I don't wanna close the door on you. 'Cause before, when I left it ajar, you and I took things way too far. So now I don't know what to do anymore but close the door.